We're in Pamplona, the first big town on the Camino in northern Spain. It's a place rich in historical associations stretching back to Roman times, although it's probably better known these days for the annual running of the bulls, made popular by Ernest Hemingway's book Death in the Afternoon. But we're going to start our Camino somewhere much more tranquil. So we're out here on the Camino, just a few kilometers outside the very pretty town of Estella. Hola! Bon Camino! And I walked this very route 11 years ago, in weather, beautiful weather, just like today, surrounded by this wonderful countryside and these fabulous vineyards. And of course, it's no accident that the Camino is lined with vineyards, because vines were first introduced into this area by the Cistercian monks in the 10th century to provide sustenance for thirsty pilgrims. And believe me, you needed as much today as you did then. Well, here we are in Estella, which is surely one of the most pretty towns in the whole of northern Spain. Fabulous old architecture. And just down there in front of me, I can see pilgrims making their way to the Refugio for a bit of welcome respite from this incredible heat. Must be at least 35 degrees. So I think I'm going to make my way to a nice cool bodega and have a half a pint of beer. All along this stretch of the Camino leading down to Logroño, you get these wonderful vistas, little villages like this one behind me, Torres del Rio, rising up to guide the pilgrims to their destination. And of course, in medieval times, they would light up the belfry at night so that pilgrims could find their way. So you come walking out of the countryside, oof. And I think this was the point at which it really hit me. You know, just how incredible this route is, you know? Because it is in the middle of nowhere. Can you imagine how it must have been for a medieval pilgrim who just crossed that mountain range, worried about being eaten by wolves, attacked by bandits, walking into a place like this, you know, which even by our 21st century standards is pretty stunning. In the 11th and 12th centuries, this must have just been mind-blowing. This is a fantastic representation of the whole sort of medieval concept of what the pilgrimage was about. Because if you look on the bottom row there, all the figures, they're all naked. Those are the souls that are condemned to hell. And then in this row above, the figures are still naked, but they're reaching up and appealing. Those are the souls that are in purgatory. And then above, you have the apostles. So the whole idea of why you were doing the pilgrimage summed up in that. Because the last thing you wanted to be was condemned to hell, and you wanted to reduce your time in purgatory. And the monk who runs this place, or at least who ran it when I was here, every night cooked up, apparently, a big, giant bowl of onion soup for the people coming in. Either you brought your food with you, or you had your onion soup. Well, it's 8 o'clock in the evening, and what took me 12 days to walk, we've managed to do in 12 hours. We visited a winery, we went to probably the prettiest town in northern Spain, Estella, And now we're here in San Juan de Ortiga, and you could probably hear pilgrims sitting out in the evening sunshine, relaxing, talking about what they've been doing during the day. I can't think of a nicer place to finish my first day back on the pilgrim trail.